WTNH TV, New Haven.
From Channel 8, Connecticut's leading news station, this is Action News.
Action News, the weekend edition with Bob Norman, sports with Mike Elliott, and Roberto Tirado with the weather. Now, Action News. Now, Bob Norman.
Good evening. Bob Norman has a night off. I'm Jonathan Levine. President Carter says American athletes will not compete in the...
This is Action News with Al Tersey and Jerry Harris, Beverly Johnson with the weather, and Bob Picozzi with sports.
Good evening. The Connecticut State Senate tonight approved a $36.3 million plan for bridge and highway repairs as part of that special legislative session.
So now it's up to the House to consider the proposal.
WTNH, this is Connecticut's Action News. With John Lindsay, Janet Peckinpah, Jeff Fox with the weather, and Bob Picozzi with Big Board Sports. Now, Action News. Now, John Lindsay.
And good evening. 80,000.
Now, live from WTNH, this is Connecticut's Action News Late Edition with Al Tersey, Janet Peckinpah, Jeff Fox with the weather, and Bob Picozzi with Big Board Sports. Now, Action News. Now, Al Tersey.
Good evening. At the top of our report tonight,
Live from WTNH, this is Connecticut's Action News Midday with Mark Davis, Diane Smith, and Nancy Aborn with the weather. Plus, reports from the Action News team. Now, Action News Midday.
Good afternoon. Mark Davis is off. John Crane is sitting in.
Live from WTNH. This is Connecticut's Action News at 5:30 with Mark Davis, Diane Smith, and Jeff Fox with the weather. Plus, reports from the Action News teams. Now, Action News at 5:30.
WTNH, Channel 8. Live from Connecticut's news station, this is Action News at 5:30 with Harry Martin, Diane Smith, and Nancy Aborn with weather.
Good evening, I'm John Crane. Tonight, Action News.
Live from WTNH Channel 8, this is Action News at 5:30. Live from WTNH Channel 8, this is Action News Late Edition.
Good evening, I'm Ann Nyberg. Al Tersey has the night off.
Live from WTNH Channel 8, this is Action News Weekend.
The place to be tonight, downtown New Haven, where thousands are taking to the streets.
Live from Connecticut's news leader, this is Action News at 5:30. Live from Connecticut's news leader, this is Action News Late Edition.
Good evening, I'm John Crane. Ann Nyberg has the night off.
Live, this is News Channel 8 at noon. Live, this is News Channel 8 at 5 with Ann Nyberg, Brian Burnell, and Jeff Fox with weather. Live, this is News Channel 8 at 5 with Ann Nyberg, Brian Burnell, and Dr. Mel Goldstein with weather. Live, this is News Channel 8 at 6 with Ann Nyberg, Brian Burnell, Noah Finn Sports, and Jeff Fox with weather.
It's a real sad thing to see a family self-destruct like that.
At 6 with Ann Nyberg, John Crane, Bob Picozzi Sports, and Jeff Fox with weather.
And and all of a sudden we saw just these really dark red flames coming out.
We proceeded to exit the building. It was kind of a little bit of chaos.
Live, this is News Channel 8 at 11.
Good evening. New information tonight on that wild shootout.
Live, this is Good Morning Connecticut at 6. Coverage you can count on with Kristen Casato, Darren Kramer, and Dr. Mel Goldstein with weather.
It is July 30th, 2002, and the bus driver at the wheel during an accident that killed 5 from Waterbury.
Live, this is the 10 o'clock news on WTNH.
Good evening, I'm Andrea Stasu. Another delay for students at Southington High School.
You're watching News Channel 8 at 11. With Ann Nyberg, Keith Kuntz, Noah Finn Sports, and Jeff Fox with weather.
Good evening, everybody. Keith Kuntz has the night off.
With coverage you can count on. This is News Channel 8's Good Morning Connecticut. Now, with coverage you can count on. This is News Channel 8 at 6.
Good evening, everybody. We continue to follow breaking news out of Hartford.
Now, with coverage you can count on. This is News Channel 8's non-stop news at 11. Now, with coverage you can count on. This is News Channel 8 at 6.
Good evening, I'm Ted Coppy.
I'm Ann Nyberg. A confirmation hearing for a controversial judge.
Non-stop news at 10 starts now.
More than a dozen church break-ins across Connecticut.
Live. With coverage you can count on. This is News Channel 8's Good Morning Connecticut. Live. With coverage you can count on. This is News Channel 8 at 5:30.
It has been a...
Live. With coverage you can count on. This is News Channel 8 at 6.
I'm devastated. I feel raped as a citizen.
Live. News Channel 8 at 11 starts now. Live. With coverage you can count on. This is News Channel 8 Weekend.
Good evening, everyone. We are following some developing news out of East Haven right now.
Live. News 8's Good Morning Connecticut starts now.
And now is just about 5 o'clock on Wednesday morning. Glad you're with us for Good Morning Connecticut.
Live. News 8 at 5 starts now.
Hi, everybody. We are following a developing story out of Branford tonight.
You're watching News 8 at 6.
A special honor for a Franklin man.
Live. News 8's Good Morning Connecticut starts now.
The Kansas City Royals took game 1, but not without a fight. It came down to the 14th inning. We'll tell you all about the highlights, the lowlights, including a delay during the game.
Rain is in the forecast, and these can cause flooding. We'll have everything you need to know coming up.
And good morning. It is just after 5 o'clock. If you're just up, just getting going on this Wednesday, thank you so much for joining us on Good Morning Connecticut. I'm Keith Kuntz.
It's October 28th. I'm Marisol Castro. Thanks.
Live. News 8 at noon starts now.
Some gray skies, rain in spots hanging around this afternoon after a morning of highway headaches and even some power outages around the state of Connecticut. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Keith Kuntz.
Live. News 8 at 5 starts now.
That is the calm before the storm. Clear and dry right now as we take a live look out in New Haven, but it looks like we are in for a wet week ahead. We're going to start with the Storm Team 8 weather alert.
Live. News 8 at 6 starts now.
Couple is found dead in a running car in New Haven. Police suspect carbon monoxide poisoning.
Live, this is News 8 at 10 on MyTV9.
A beautiful, clear night tonight. You can even see the stars. You are taking a live look at our capital city.
Live, this is News 8 at 11.
A silent killer. 2 friends die after their car fills with carbon monoxide.
Live, this is News 8 at 11.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Brian Spiros. We'll get to those stories coming up. We begin tonight with a check on the weather.
Live, this is Good Morning Connecticut on News 8.
The race for governor currently in a holding pattern, but it's too close to call right now. Some towns still haven't even submitted their votes. I'm Brian Spiros. We'll break down where everything stands coming up.
That's right, the 89th governor. We don't know who that will be. I'm Stephanie Simoni. What Republicans are saying about this morning, coming up.
Hundreds of ballots now in question after last-minute confusion, and it's a problem we have seen before. I'm Kent Pierce. I'll explain what happened coming up.
Good morning, everyone. 6 o'clock on this Wednesday morning.
Live, this is News 8 at 6. You're watching News 8 at 6 with Ann Nyberg, Scott McDonald, John Pearson, and Joe Fury. Live, this is News 8 at 11.
So proud to be your governor.
The results are in the race for governor, a close one here in Connecticut. How voters are feeling about Governor-elect Ned Lamont, and what analysts say he needs to get working on right away.
You're watching News 8 at 11 with Ann Nyberg, Darren Kramer, John Pearson, and Joe Fury. Who's got your back? News 8.